Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, May 12, 2025. Let's take a look at the Forex calendar for today. Not too many important events for today in the scheduled. However, we still have the adjusted current account data from Japan, current account data from Japan. All of this data are scheduled, were released, of course, overnight. CPI from Denmark scheduled for 8 o'clock, CPI from India at half past noon, and then we got some data from Brazil, and at the end of the day at 8 o'clock we got federal budget balance. So maybe the geopolitical and general financial news will be much more important to play for the beginning of the new trading week. So without any further ado, let's just take a look at some charts. Euro-dollar 4-hour chart expanding its downside slide towards the major technical support at 1.1216. As you can see, we had test of this level even towards the 1.1194, so the technical support is now violated, and the market expands to the downside during the wave 4 cycle. Momentum remains negative, roughly around the level of 37 points. Which is why in that situation bears are in charge of the market. We are below the 100 periods moving average, and now we are of course breaking just below the technical support. So this wave 4 might get very time consuming, might get quite complex, as you can see. Nevertheless, when the wave 4 is done, wave 5 to the upside is being expected. So the major pair of the Forex market, which is of course the euro-dollar, is still under the bearish pressure, and we are looking for the some sort of the cycle low, cycle bottom to be made, and then of course wave 5 to the upside is next. Cable. The situation in cable is a little bit better than on the euro-dollar, because we got a bounce from the technical support at 1.3216. The bounce went towards the level of 100 periods moving average, which is located at 1.3321, and it was rejected there. So for now we got still the clearly defined range. In our situation, this range is located in between 1.4204 1.3207, so the market keeps wobbling around the level of 50 on the RSI as well. So neither bulls nor bears are right now in charge of the market, as the corrective cycle and some sort of the sideways trend as well is being developed on the British pound 4-hour time frame chart. We are waiting basically for a breakout either to the upside or to the downside on this market. US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Well, we got very nice breakout above the technical resistance and last swing high. 145.97 was the level here. However, you can see that we just got different level at 146.20, and since then the market is seen consolidating around this level with very strong positive momentum as well. If we add some kind of a line here to our chart, like let's say this trend line here, then obviously we can see that the market is above the this trend line. Maybe some sort of the channel could be made here, and if we disregard this false breakout to the upside, we got very nice corrective channel to the upside. The market is going up and down like the sine wave, and the same situation can be observed on the RSI. We're going up, we're going down from extremely oversold conditions to the extremely overbought conditions. Still, the major technical resistance at 148.12 has not been tested, as the market is too weak to get there for now, at least for now. Any breakout out of the channel is needed to test this level and breakout above this level would be a strong indication of a possible uptrend coming, or even the possible bigger, longer corrective cycle to come for the US dollar versus the Japanese yen market. For now, the outlook is bullish, momentum is strong, momentum is positive. We are waiting for the higher levels to be hit on this market. US dollar versus the Swiss franc. You can clearly see that the market really likes this level of 8,342. It used to be technical resistance, and now it's going to be technical support after this 3.64% movement to the upside. The next targets are 8,378, 8,400, as the momentum is quite nice, strong, positive, 66 points, which means that the outlook is currently to the upside. We got this technical support here as well, so the range was established a long time ago, in end of the April, beginning of the May, and now we are trying, we means bulls are trying to break above this, out of this range towards the next important technical support. The price is already trading above the 100 periods moving average, so it looks like it's a done deal. We just have to wait for the trigger to move towards the 8,400 level. Gold. The gold is moving lower after the breakout above 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour time frame chart was rejected. We are trading below this moving average. We are trading below the blue trend line, below the longer term orange trend line. So now, after this very nice rally to the upside, we are penetrating the levels below 3,258. The momentum is negative, momentum is weak. The 50 the level of the 50 points on the RSI had been rejected, as you can see, and right now there is still some room to the downside for the gold to penetrate the lower levels on the RSI and on the momentum. It looks like this levels here, 3,200 and 3,167 are the key technical supports for now. Obviously, our let's say corrective cycle is getting more complex and time consuming. The waves here might be a little bit moved a little bit to the different points. For example, let's just make this cycle a little bit longer. So for example, this is ABC to the downside, so we got wave A. This is some sort of the wave B to the upside. However, it might not be completed just yet, and obviously now we are waiting for the wave C to the downside to expand. If you want to be more let's say detailed about this corrective cycle, then of course you need to label this cycle as the WXY, which is the complex time complex price correction. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is steady above the level of 100,000, and as you can see, we are very close to the all-time high, getting there step by step, slowly but surely. So all of these levels here will now act as the technical support as we approach the new the all-time high. Despite the fact that the market momentum is getting lower, down from the extremely overbought conditions at 81, the bulls are still trying to move higher. Nevertheless, let me just move this arrow. There you go. Nevertheless, what we can expect here is a very narrow movement to the downside, maybe towards the 102,273, and then the bounce right back up towards the supply zone, the all-time high supply zone. So please don't get confused with this dropping momentum. It's not the bearish divergence just yet, because as you can see, every dip here on the Ethereum is being bought back up. recently, and as long as we trade above 102,000, the outlook remains bullish in the short term. Possibly our outlook might change after we hit the at least the lower level of the supply zone, 106,526. And then the correction might extend even towards the 100,000 level. Otherwise, the outlook is bullish. Bulls are in charge of the market. We should see higher levels towards the supply zone quite soon now. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.